Hi, this is Raffi. We're at the Radnor Fire Company, and we're here meeting with Jim Kelly, the president. What's the history of the firehouse?
Radnor Fire Company was established in 1906 by four men. It was established after the suburban newspaper building burned down in 1906, and then we've been in Wayne in this vicinity ever since.
Tell me about the truck.
Oh, this is a 1954 B75 Mack. It's we sold it to a company in Vermont about 35, 40 years ago, and then when they finished using it, we bought it back from them, and we restored it to the original colors that it came in 1954.
How long have you been with the fire company for?
I started the fire company in 1971, which would put it as 53 years.
What did you do with it?
First 2 years I was here, I was an EMT on the ambulance. And then after the disastrous Cayley fire in 1974, I believe it is, I switched over to being a firefighter and EMT. And I held the title of EMT lieutenant for about a year or two. And then I devoted most of my energies to being a firefighter.
What is an EMT is?
EMT is on the medical side of the building. It's an emergency medical technician, where I go out on the ambulance and I attend to people that are sick or injured.
What kind of equipment does Radnor Company have?
Right behind you we have the tactical unit, which is used for brush fires and automobile fires. And then we have a Quint, the Radnor Fire Company's ladder truck. It has a 2,000-gallon pump on it. It carries 500 gallons of water and 650 feet of supply line. And then we have a squad which goes out onto the Blue Route for rescues, and it also runs field fires and house fires. Then we have engine 15, which is our first out piece most of the time, for car fires, field fires, brush fires, accidents. We also have a ATV, which we use for the walking trails and going through large fields and rescues. We carry it for rescues also. We have 4 ambulances on the medical side of the company, and we have stationed. We have 2 full crews for 2 ambulances, and we have 2 paid firefighters that can run either ambulance and or fire depending upon the call. We are supplemented by a good cadre of volunteers, which come in when the tones go off, or as we would say, the whistle blows, and the call for a fire and or a medical call in the township. This is one of our 4 ambulances. You can look into compartments and we'll walk around it. We have, like I said, 2 fully staffed crews on station 24 hours a day to respond to calls. We do a lot of responses down around the Radnor Villanova area. We're on campus an awful lot down there. Not only do we have EMS equipment, emergency medical service equipment, we also carry fire equipment on. And this is just a sort of different, we have helmets and stuff like that for tactical responses with the police. And if you walk around the back of the ambulance, I'll show you the inside of the ambulance and where we carry all the patients. We also support the firefighting activities. We have air masks for the crew. We have helmets for the crew for when they go out on rescues. We also use these when there's a hazardous environment, like a chemical spill or stuff like that, or CO in the building, gas in the building. We'll go in with masks. The ambulance crew goes in with masks also.
How do you know how much air before you run out in those masks?
There's an alarm on there when it gets down to about 30% of the cylinder. So it gives you about 4 to 5 minutes to get out of the building or the environment that you're in. All the ambulances are basically equipped the same. Stretcher, attendant's cot, and a bench that the paramedic and or EMT would be assisting the patient on in the transfer to the hospital. All the loading is done mechanically because it saves on back injuries for our medical personnel lifting heavy people, and we have electric. I can't do it here because we're short on space, but this will come out electrically, and then you just take the cot. The cot goes up and down. It's battery operated. But we have a heart monitor there. We're fully equipped paramedic unit.
Are the EMT people trained in medical care?
Yes, they're fully staffed and they're trained monthly. We have extra training sessions here. We send them out to school. It takes about a year and a half of night school to become an EMT. And then it takes about another year to become a paramedic. We have EMTs, we have EMTAs, and we have paramedics on staff, both volunteer and career.
How valuable are the volunteers to the company?
Volunteers are extremely valuable to the company. They're mostly extremely valuable to the citizens of Radnor to different township because volunteers do not get paid. So there's a big savings there on financing to the town, to the fire company. Here's a call now that's coming in for a fire. Now this call here is an automatic fire alarm. The staff that we have on duty will take the first out truck, and then we will be supplemented by volunteers that'll be coming in. They're leaving their jobs, they're leaving their homes, they're leaving breakfast or dinner with the family. One, if you had a fire or an ambulance call, you would call into the firehouse on a 3245, the phone number. And we would have a man here to answer the phone and dispatch whether it was either fire and or ambulance. The whistle would go off. These were whistles. And then you would push the tone board, which is here, and you would send out a tone electronically to the firefighters who carried pagers at the time. And then we have 3390, which is our dispatch and working fire frequency. Chester County, we were dispatched as one of the Chester County radio system at the time. 3370 is Bryn Mawr Fire Company. 3380 is also Chester County, and Bryn Mawr is also 3384. Different, like I said, we do 3 different counties here. We have 3 different radios. This is the TAC 15. It goes out on brush fires, it goes out on some automatic alarms, it goes out on fuel spills and situations like that. It carries about 300 gallons of water and it has a pump on it. We can do small rescues and stuff like that with it. It's a very adaptable truck. It's 4-wheel drive.
Why did you want to be a fireman?
My neighbor got me interested in it. I did not think I would have the time to devote to the fire company, but I came down and I seen what was going on, so I took the first 2 years I was running on the ambulance as an EMT. And then, like I said, after the Cayley fire, I switched over to being a firefighter. Since then, not only being a firefighter, a hose man, I'm also an engineer, which I drive all the trucks. And we try to multitask everybody that is a member or a volunteer and or paid staff to do everything in the firehouse. And after you've been here a while, you want to do everything in the firehouse, and you want to be able to help the citizens of the community. Not only our community, but we cover the Blue Route. We cover the Blue Route from Route 76, the Schuylkill Expressway, all the way to Route 3, Westchester Pike, which is a distance of about 8 miles, I believe. We run the Blue Route for accidents. We run the Blue Route for fires. We run the Blue Route for traffic protection.
Do you have any women firemen or ambulance people?
Yes, we do. We have two or three firefighters, female firefighters, and we have 10 to 12 women EMTs or first aid providers for the ambulance.
What kind of training do you have to do to be a firefighter?
Additional to the in-house training that the chief's office provides the firefighters, we require that they go to a state-approved Firefighter 1 school within the first 2 years of being here. So we usually send them to Delaware County or Montgomery County fire academies, and they have a certified course over there which they can become a firefighter. As you hear now, the truck is getting ready to pull out to go to the automatic alarm.
This is the quit in action.